Crafters. I'm Lisa Fulmer, and I'm really happy to have you back in my studio again this week. We are going to be playing with glitter. Who doesn't love glitter? I'm going to show you how to make this really beautiful greeting card with glitter and mica flakes. And we're going to be working with some of my favorite adhesives like tacky spray. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is stamp our pear image twice. I'm using a multicolored stamp, and I'm just picking a random area to dip my stamp into, and I'm going to press it down side by side twice on my yellow paper, because one is going to be the pear that goes on the front of my card, and the other is going to become the shape that we're going to use to create the mask for behind the pear. And so we're going to cut out one of the stamped images. I lopped off the leaf and the stem, but I saved it because I'm going to use it later. And this is the mask I'm going to use. And then I'm going to actually put the mica on a sheet of the same cardstock that I used for the foundation so that it peeks out from behind the pear. And so what we're going to do is take a small piece of painter's tape on the back of our paper, and I'm going to put that against a spraying sheet of paper. And I'm going to take another piece of painter's tape and put that behind the pear and put my pear into position on my mask. And then I'm going to spray my tacky spray. Shake it up real good. It's best to use this outdoors or at least right next to an open window because it is pretty sticky and it's a little smelly and you want to be safe. So we're going to do it like this. Fully coat, nice and saturated. While it's still wet, bring it to your glitter tray and sprinkle your mica all over it. Now carefully remove your frame and carefully remove your pear from the frame using a pair of tweezers. So while we're waiting for the mica to dry, let's pretty up this pear a little bit. It's already in pretty good shape because we worked on a yellow piece of paper and the stamp already has some really nice shading, and we worked with multiple colors, which gave it a lot of extra interest. So the next thing I want to do is just edge it in black marker so that it really pops up off the page. So you're just going to take your black marker, the chisel tip, and you're just going to run it along the edge. So now you can see I've got a really lovely sharp black line all the way around my pear and my leaf. It really makes it pop. I went ahead and colored in the stem as a dark black as well. And now I just want to add a little extra solid color with my dauber. So I'm just going to pick this lighter orange color and I'm just going to fill in, just going to dot gently and just kind of smudge in some extra color along one side. And just kind of blend it a little bit. And then maybe I want to take a little of this burgundy and highlight this edge as well. Another thing you can do is pounce off the excess ink and use your pouncer to blend the colors a little bit. So now let's add a little bit of glitter. I'm going to use my tacky glue, the clear gel tacky glue, and I'm just going to dip my brush right in there. And I'm going to decide where I want to add some glitter, and I think I'm going to choose the leaf. So I'm going to add a little tacky glue right there on the leaf, and then I'm going to catch this bottom edge that's bluish green as well. And now we're going to sprinkle some glitter. I really like this fine clear glitter because it's just elegant and it doesn't overpower and it allows the color that you have underneath to shine through. Now I want to highlight that yellow area in the center, and I'm going to use the paper glaze because that'll give it a little extra gloss and extra dimension, and I'll put a little glitter on top of it. So the paper glaze has a really great pointed tip. Sometimes if it gets a little clogged, just take a pin and open it up, and I'm just going to squeeze it into that area following my line. I'm going to make a nice kind of a teardrop shape. It goes on white, but it's going to dry clear like glass. So I've got this nice teardrop shape. I'm pretty happy with that as an accent. So I'm going to sprinkle some glitter on there and tap it off. So now I've taken my 2 layers of cardstock and glued them to my card to create a frame. And I've got my lovely mica glittered background with my pear masked out. And that's all adhered. And now I'm going to take my pear. I'm applying some foam adhesive squares to the back. You can see it turned out very nicely with the raised glittered glossy area in the center. I also glossed up the stem a little bit. And I'm just going to put this into place. And I really like how the mask gives it this little drop shadow effect so that the pear just really appears to be popping right off the card. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this really fun greeting card, but more than that, I hope you have lots of glitter in your life. I'm Lisa Fulmer, and I think it's cool to craft.